The entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe. If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with the snap of his fingers. Just like that.
Tell me his name again.
Thanos.
10 years, 18 movies have all been leading up to this point. It's been leading up to Thanos. And Thanos wants to get these Infinity Stones, which have different powers, different sets that have ultimate powers. You go, ironic enough, you have one called the Power Stone. You got the Mind Stone. You got the Reality Stone. You got Time. And you got the Soul Stone. And he is trying to get all these to have his ultimate goal. And that ultimate goal is destroy half of the universe. And of course you got our characters trying the hardest to prevent him getting those stones. Back in 2014 when they announced this film, they announced it as Avengers Infinity War Part 1, and in 2019, and basically in 12 months time, we would have Avengers Infinity War Part 2. They threw that idea out the window because they want these two Avengers films to feel separate. And with this one, with Infinity War, the question comes along, does it feel like a standalone movie, or does it feel like a part one of a story? I think it's both. Like, clearly it is a setup movie. It's about Thanos finding Infinity Stones. That's basically what the entire movie is about. Well, also, it's a beginning-end movie with a beginning, middle, and ends with a cliffhanger, yes, but it feels complete because it's about Thanos finding Infinity Stone. That's basically what the plot is. With deep character stuff. Like, here's the thing, like, all the Marvel films, definitely when it comes to the Avengers films, comparing to the other two Avengers films, there are character moments, and there are, like, quick liners and character clashing and stuff in those lines, but they never have gone deep than this. This is, like, driven stuff. This is, like, oh my god, like, I'm seeing, like amazing dialogue in this film. Definitely when it comes to Thanos. Like, Josh Brolin is, for me, yeah, there's a few actors who, like, were born to play Blur. Josh Brolin is born to play Thanos. He is brilliant. Like, here's the thing. You could easily make Thanos, like, the evil bad dude. Like, he's just like, oh, I just want to destroy half of the universe, and that's my whole thing. But no, they make Thanos by Bolin's performance and how the writing and the Russo brothers' direction. They made him a emotional character. Like, this is a character who does brutal and horrible things, but he's doing it for the right reasons. There's certain things that I can point out that maybe go like, shit, like I understand why he's doing it. Like, it's insane, but I understand why. Like, I will say this. Thanos is the best MCU villain, and I think he's the best the best comic book villain since the Joker from The Dark Knight. And that's a tall mountain to climb. Thanos is just amazing. And the stuff I really enjoy with Thanos is all about his daughters. That emotional stuff. Like, you knew it was going to happen. Like, you know, the relationship between these two. Because we never seen, like, the you know, Nebula and Gamora having a conversation with Thanos. We never did. And for me, I really appreciated that. Now, when we jump to the Guardians, like, Guardians feel like the Guardians, but there's more depth towards it. Like, they're not just like the wacky goofball comedies like the Guardians movies. They have more character, a little bit more stakes more towards it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Guardians, but this one feels a more like character depth than you get. Like, yes, you laugh, and yes, it's everything that you want from them, but the stuff that happened in that happens in the third act just has wonderful performances. Definitely from Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt's performance as Star-Lord is just great. Criticisms that I found about this movie is, like, there's several. It's basically several stories running around at the same time that kind of slowly link to each other. I would say this. I think Thor's storyline with Rocket and Groot is probably the weakest. It's basically just Thor finding his hammer. He wants a new he wants a new weapon. That's basically his entire story is. And I find that I feel like I felt like okay, like it's fine, but I think that's the weakest out of the bunch. There are characters and moments that may go holy shit. Like we see characters that we haven't seen since like phase 1. That I'm like, holy shit. Like I'm not going to spoil anything, even though it's a spoiler video. But this movie is good. This is a good movie. You are going to get satisfied. There's only one post-credit scene in this film. It's at the very, very end of it. Yeah, it's just... I think this must be... I think if someone... I had to think about it. But I think this is the best Avengers film. Just for those kind of moments. And the action is great and all that kind of stuff. The humor's there and stuff in those lines. And maybe just because it made me cry. And just... Guys, go see Avengers Infinity War. It's a good celebration of the 10 years. And it's a good standalone film while leading to the next film next year.
Perfectly balanced. As all things should be. I hope they remember you.